Hey guys, so today I'm doing a style that I've never done inspired by this Pinterest look. So I'm starting this look off on stretched moisturized hair, and then I decide how far back I want the braided style to go. I decided not to go as far back as the Pinterest picture went just because I figured it would not be flattering for me. So I just went from ear to ear. So for parting this section, I just start towards the center of my head and I go down towards my ear and just keep checking to make sure that it's straight. And then I secure whatever I'm not using. So I'm starting with the two braids on the side of the style by doing a part that goes around my head instead of straight back. And a good marker for this is sort of drawing up from the arch of your eyebrow and starting your part there. And then I do the same on the other side. So then I go ahead and separate that side into two even sections by following the original part that I made that kind of curves around my head. And then I will start to braid the braid closest to my ear. So before I braid, I mist my hands a bit and distribute that into my hair. That way it makes it easier to braid and gives a nice shine and clean. And then I add some Eco Styler gel around my edges and around the circumference of the hair. And then I use a brush to smooth it down so that my braids are nice and clean. So I start my braid by grabbing 3 strands at the very top, and then I braid what starts off as a normal braid, and then I just start to feed hair into it as I get to the bottom of the braid. Don't braid all the way down because we are going to rubber band right here where we've ended our braid to secure it. So once I've got that rubber band, I just tighten it to make sure that it is secure and move on to the next braid. Same process, water, Eco Styler gel, and then I braid until I reach the end. I made a mistake on the other side, and so when you remove the rubber bands for this style, you just cut them like this. Do not try to unwind it yourself. So once I've got the braids, I just smooth down my edges with my toothbrush and some gel. You could also do this at the end. With the sides done, we're going to focus on the top 2. So I just straightened out my part and secured one side, and then I begin working on my first side. And so I just make these parts down in an angular motion. You could go straight across, but I just thought the angular would look better. So I'm just perfecting this part, making sure it looks straight. And I do all 3 at the same time so that I know that they're even. And then I just put away the ones I'm not using so that I can do the first one. So I went ahead and repeated the same process as when I was braiding by spritzing my hands, distributing the water, and then gel as well. Then to evenly distribute the gel, I just use my brush to make sure it's nice and smooth, has that good flat, shiny look. And I go ahead and secure the rubber band. So after I've secured the section with the rubber band, I just twist it so that it's easier to join with the next part. and you just join that twist in with your next section and rubber band it all together like this. Okay, so then you want to make sure you take out the twist because we are going to curl that later. So now that you have the other side done, you can just use that side as a marker. Start at the middle and follow that same part that you did on the other side. Again, doing all three at the same time so that you know it's even. Okay, so now we're gonna fake a wash and go. Make sure your hair is super wet, like drenched, because the water is gonna do most of the work. And I used a paddle brush to really distribute the water. And then I'm using gel as my styler to basically freeze the curls. So the water really ends up doing most of the work by forming your curls, and the gel just acts as something to lock that curl in place. Okay, so once I did this side, I did the other, and now it's time for decoration. So I took this wire that I had from some crafts I was doing, and I just cut them into like little rings to fit around my rubber bands and my braids. And I just kind of formed them with my fingers. So I just kind of placed them where I wanted to, and this was my final result. I love it. I haven't done something like this to my hair in a very long time. So I just put an elastic around my hair to make it look like the Pinterest picture for a low pony. And then I also did a half up, half down. And I also did a high pony. I really loved this. It was a lot of fun, and I'm excited to try some more styles in the future. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and stay tuned for more things key. Bye.